A CEO's Supreme Court challenge, unraveling tariff turmoil. A bold move against the Trump administration's tariffs could have far-reaching consequences. Rick Woldenberg, CEO of Learning Resources, is not one to shy away from a fight, especially when it comes to protecting his business. In a move that has grabbed headlines, Woldenberg is taking on President Trump's controversial tariffs, which he claims are an illegal power grab. This legal battle, now at the Supreme Court, has the potential to trigger a wave of tariff refunds, leaving many wondering about the future of trade policies. But here's where it gets controversial. After the Trump administration introduced sweeping tariffs on Liberation Day, Woldenberg swiftly filed a lawsuit, alleging an executive branch power grab. The case has escalated, with the Supreme Court now deciding the fate of these tariffs and, by extension, the president's economic agenda. This is a high-stakes game, as the White House argues that a ruling against the tariffs could lead to economic disaster, forcing them to refund billions to companies. Woldenberg, a seasoned businessman, has a unique perspective. He argues that the tariffs are an unfair tax on his company, which manufactures educational toys primarily in Asia. The tariffs have caused significant disruptions, with employees having to shift roles to manage the new challenges. Woldenberg's determination is clear. I definitely want my money back. But is this a political move or a legal necessity? The CEO's history of challenging government interference adds an intriguing layer. He fought the Obama administration over lead testing rules and has donated to both Democratic and Republican campaigns. This time, he insists it's not about politics but the interpretation of the law. Yet, the timing raises questions, especially with the recent election and the CEO's support for Kamala Harris. The impact of these tariffs is felt across the globe. Woldenberg highlights the advantages of Asian factories for his business, making a U.S. production shift impractical. The constant tariff rate fluctuations have forced his company to play a game of whack-a-mole, moving production between countries. This legal battle is not isolated. The Supreme Court is also hearing a similar case brought by small businesses and state attorneys general, adding weight to the debate. As the court deliberates, the outcome remains uncertain. Will they side with Woldenberg, potentially unleashing a flood of refund requests? Or will they uphold the tariffs, cementing the president's economic vision? This decision will shape not only the future of learning resources, but also set a precedent for businesses facing similar challenges. And this is the part most people miss. The case highlights the delicate balance between executive power and the law. It invites a discussion on the limits of presidential authority in economic matters. Should the president have the sole power to impose tariffs in response to national emergencies? And what does this mean for international trade relations? The Supreme Court's ruling will undoubtedly be a pivotal moment, leaving many to ponder the implications. Is this a victory for businesses or a setback for economic policy? Share your thoughts below, and let's engage in a respectful debate on this complex issue.